And we did get a little mud on our shoes. The mud never hurt nobody. Something is walking in there?
Yeah, it was something.
What are you talking about? What do you think it is?
I don't know, I hear stuff.
You hear stuff? What is it? What are you talking about?
He was making like that E sound.
I don't know.
Okay.
Ah! I would have bit you, boy, if there's a snake. Alright, we're gonna do a little land update here, and hopefully it's not too muddy. Oh yeah, that don't look too bad right there. So tree work, where we're at is we have this one little tree right here in between the two big oaks, that's gone. The one right there beside it's gone. That way I just got the two big oaks right there. And doggone it, look at that. Man, don't that stink. That oak tree right there is not gonna make it. You can look up in the top and all the leaves are brown. It's just, I don't know what happened. It ain't never looked all that healthy since when we started. And you can see the whole top's dead up there. So, I mean, we might as well just take it down. It's a shame. Look at that deer, babe. See it? Yeah. Sit over next to the edge. Yeah. It's a shame because I wanted these two big oak trees right here to kind of frame the driveway, but that ain't gonna happen. So it is what it is. All this junk, I'm gonna mix some Roundup and Triclopyr and come over here and spray all that. Because I need all the vegetation out here where it's going to be grass or mulch or driveway or whatever. I just need all that dead before we get to cold weather. Need the herbicide inside the plant and doing its thing before it gets cold. That looks a little muddy, so we're not going to go out there, but that is where the house is going to be sitting. And we'd kind of turn and drive straight into the driveway right here. Now, as far as a shop goes, I'll show you where we'll put it, and that's kind of what we're doing out here today, is staking off where the shop is going to go. Babe, I ain't so sure that driveway might need to cut in front of these trees right here. I just don't know, because he's supposed to put a drain pipe right across there. Whoop, my hand's too low. Right across here to catch the water coming off the slope and then coming off the driveway. You can see the little water spot right there. It's going to be a driveway pipe go under. So I don't know if we're going to be able to put the driveway right there or not. I think the driveway to the shop is going to have to cut in the front of these trees like this. And then go down through here. We're gonna go around this because I know dang and well that's soft right there. He just dug that tree stump up. Yeah, the shop driveway, we're kind of on it right now where it's gonna be. Boy, he has really done some work out here. Holy cow. It's amazing what this place used to look like and what it looks like now. But the shop driveway is going to hug this tree line right here and come on down through here and go right through these two trees. All this area right here where we left them trees at, all that's going to be a huge mulch bed. I ain't even going to consider the thought of trying to grow grass under all those trees, so we're going to mulch it. Shop driveway is just going to come right up through here. Better get a good look at the pond right there. Come on up, and this whole area right here is probably going to be like a big gravel pad. And then the shop is going to sit right there. Babe, I think it ain't too muddy. We have had a lot of rain lately. Oh my goodness. Hold on, before we do this shop, we're going down here. Ooh. He told me that he got the road cut back to the creek. Oh my goodness. Look at this. He still got to clean up all this brush right here, get this out of the woods, and then you got to fine grade it. Oh my word. Look, there's going to be a nice little area for a dump pile for grass clippings back here in the woods. Look at this. All right, let's see. This is this.
That's like really nice.
This looks a little bit.
I think you should do that.
Do what?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Mm.
No, let's not do that.
This thing's got 4-wheel drive.
I know, you're going to get it all disgusting.
We'll have to wait and do that when it's a little bit drier. This area right here is kind of swampy like, and then of course we just had all that rain. You can see the water, it goes all the way back up in there, and he's got some logs laid right there to kind of help tighten it up a little bit. But then you get on out there a ways and it's another little small ravine creek. Yeah, I might have to actually build a little bridge over it. Good day with a horsefly. Get out of here, man. That thing is massive. Get him out of here before he bites one of us. Get on. Did he go out?
I think so.
Make sure he ain't in my hat and he gonna bite my head. The only bad thing about that wet spot back here in the woods is I highly doubt I'm gonna be able to trench my water line in to get my irrigation water up here. I'm gonna probably have to run it above ground just for that little area right there. The shop shed is gonna be 60 wide, 30 deep, with a probably like a 10. Oh no, you do need to keep going. All right, stop right there. That's probably about as long as I want the end. Let me go this way. Shop's gonna be 60 by 30, 60 wide. Oh, 60's back here. 60 wide and then 30 deep. Then it's gonna have like a 15-foot lean-to off the back, 12 to 15 feet. All right, I think, so here's 64. All right, well, the road's gonna be blocked by the shop. So we need to come up this way a little ways. I just gotta have room to be able to get back in there. If it's 30 foot deep plus 15 is 45. And I'm thinking of the very back of the lean-to, about right here. I'm envisioning my tractor, my truck. Matter of fact, actually, I think I might want to make it like a big circle. All that'll be gravel back there. That way I can just pull around the shop. So let's come down this way a little ways. Come down this way. All right, right about. That way I got plenty of room over there. All right, so 60 foot is right here. All right, so I had to get Jax, the cameraman, involved here. And let's see. There's 59. Want it squared up with the woods. Here's 60. Well, that goes in a little better than it did last time, doesn't it? Boy, we have really gotten hammered with rain. And we really needed it. All right, so yeah. So I'm saying, like, this is like, you can imagine the lean-to will come down, and then from here, all it's gonna be rock. That way. You stay right there and I'll go up there. That way truck and trailer can pull all the way around the shop if I need to. And I'll have room for the tractor to pull up and back implements or back stuff up under here. It's pretty much all my ball field equipment is gonna come here. That way I've got it here, and that'll free up quite a bit of room at the shop. All right, so what did I say? 30 foot and 15 is 45. There's 45 right there. Yeah, so it'll still be plenty of room between this here and that tree. See that big oak, that oak tree right there? It's got to have room to get around all that. The reason I'm even doing this is my guy is going to come and level out all this area for the shed, shop shed, and pack it like he does the foundation for the house. All right, here's 45 right here. Tell you what, if you want to come up here and stand right here. Let me get the measurement right here to square it up. Now that's how you square it up. 45 from here to here, 45 from there to there, 60 there to there, 60 here to here. That way you know it's squared up. He'll take a lot of this dirt right here and cut this down and build it up a little bit down there, build it up a little bit over here. And I'll send him a little video. That way he'll know how far out to go. Because you don't want the driveway slanted. You want all that kind of flat. It'll be a little bit of a drop off right there, but that ain't no big deal. And we did get a little mud on our shoes. The mud never hurt nobody. Something is walking in there?
Yeah, it was something.
What are you talking? What do you think it is?
I don't know, I hear stuff.
You hear stuff? What is it? What are you talking about?
She was making like that E sound.
I don't know.
Okay.
Ah! I would have bit you, boy, if there's a snake. I don't see nothing in here. So you can kind of see the four corners of the shop. One's there, one's over here, here. I actually might make that a little bit wider. It's pretty deep though, so I don't know, that'll probably work. But driveway come in over there, it'll be a big rock pad in front of it, and then it'll circle around, and then circle around back here and make like a circle driveway all the way around. And this back here is nothing but a lean-to, where the front will actually be a shop. Lean-to on this side over here, and two bays will be enclosed in concrete floor. One's gonna be my call a water room for all my irrigation stuff. Will be in that one room. I swear that just don't look real big to me. Does it look big to you? But I'm envisioning, I got the measurements from the one we got at the shop, the shed at the shop, and it looks way bigger than what this looks like. Maybe it's just because the area is so big, it makes it look small. But anyway, tape measure don't lie, I guess. That's the way this will be, and I just need enough room to get turned around back here, or to bit of back things in the back and all that kind of jazz. But it's gonna be nice right there.
Got that corner cleaned out.
Yeah, got the corner cleaned out. This little bit right here, I wanted that cleaned out, and we left that one oak right there so it can start to fill out. And there's the burn pile right there. It's got another bunch of stuff in it to burn.
It looks better.
Oh, don't it though?
Yeah, that looks
This
better.
corner looks way better. it kind of come out at an angle and kind of messed up my symmetry. You know, I'm a symmetrical kind of guy. That straight line right there, so I had him cut that corner out right there so it matches up. You can see he's got another big burn pile to get in him burn, but all this vegetation out here, all this stuff right here, I need to get over here and round up it. See, I got to get over here and spray all this stuff. That way it's all dead, like Roundup dead. Because this winter, the plan is while they're building, let me get turned around. Well, there's a tree. That one's got to come down.
Yeah, just two more.
Yep, two more. That one big one right there, and then that other big one right there. Woo! North Carolina red clay right there, boy. But the plan is while they're doing the house over the winter building, I'm going to do all the grade work out here and prep it for springtime planting, because that's when you plant Bermuda. All that's going to be Bermuda grass, the whole thing, and it is going to be drop dead gorgeous, unlike anything you've ever seen on YouTube ever before. I'll probably go ahead and work on irrigation install and all that kind of thing over the winter. That way it won't be smoking hot doing that kind of work, and then also it'll just be ready for the springtime. But look at this right here. I still have yet to see one drop of common Bermuda out here, and that is fantastic. Because when you're dealing with cool season turf varieties, plants coming up in other turf grass, other cool season turf grass, like Poa annua is a cool season plant. It's a grass actually that they grow for golf greens, and heck, I think they grow it for yards in some places. It is extremely difficult to take it out of another cool season grass like bluegrass or fescue or rye. And the same holds true for warm season turf when you're talking about common Bermuda being in a seeded or hybrid Bermuda. It's just extremely difficult to matter of fact, I think it's harder to do that than it is to take Poa out of cool season. But of course, Poa out of warm season is a breeze. It's a piece of cake. But yeah, that's one thing I really got going for me out here, is I have yet to see one drop of common Bermuda, which is fantastic. I really do think we're going to end up having to put a retaining wall right here. I don't want to manage grass on that bank right there. I think it's just going to be better to do a retaining wall and be done with it.
We're going to own like a wash of this thing.
No, it'll be all right. Yeah, all the permitting that we have to get done is done. We have went to the bank and signed our life away and been approved for the loans, all of that. Huh?
It's in underwriting.
Oh, it's in underwriting. It's in underwriting.
You said there's not a problem. It's just a process.
Oh, okay. Not quite approved yet, but it's in underwriting, whatever that means. So that means it won't be long now. And once all that's a done deal, then we basically set a date with the builder and get it done. But I am coming out here to throw this mud off of my brother's tires. I don't want to take it back to him with muddy tires. Man, this thing will go pretty good, won't it? Alright, so there's your update. We're sitting on keel, just going to let it drive a little bit before we can get back out here and do anything else. But we are well on our way. So if you want to follow along with a barn dough, well, not really barn dough, but like a hybrid barn dough build, and all the yard install, subscribe, and all that crap, and you can watch Check you later.